Okay, hi everyone. My name is Naima Kamara, and this is
Joanna.
Madeline.
and we are going to be speaking on our experiences at the University of Maryland as a minority, and we're also going to be talking about coming from low-income households and our backgrounds and our experiences at the University of Maryland. So, let's get started. So, growing up, I realized that the whole environment, like even the colors in the school is different. It was brighter colors, more natural sunlight, more open space. And I'm an architect major, so I'm like, I know how space can really affect other people. And then I went back to a Baltimore County school. That was the biggest culture shock of my life. Like how we was talking about at the beginning of sociology, there's different norms and stuff like that, and those were all gone. Like people was walking in and out of the classroom at any point in time. It was just completely disorganized.
In DC, I was actually like, since there was more white kids, like I had opportunity. Like I had somebody come into to class, and like they were like high school students. They would just tutor me. We made a whole book together, and then I went to PG, and everything was changed. Like I was just like, wow. Everybody does drugs and everything, so every day I would go to school, I would just smell weed, people would be selling, brownies and stuff like that. When I was in school, I was put into like a specific tutoring program at school because I was Hispanic. Not only Hispanics, Africans, Hispanics, Indian, just foreign people, right? And like I felt like that made me feel like not smart. I was like, am I here because I'm not smart, or like what? PG County just made me feel uncomfortable. Like I know that I'm smart, but then these people make me feel dumb.
When I was in like elementary school, I was born here. English is my first language, and I apparently didn't do so hot on a grammar test, so they put me in ESOL.
Same, girl, same.
Thinking that I couldn't speak English, and then I was just like, back then I didn't even know what ESOL was, so I was just like, okay, I guess it's just a class that's gonna help me. But now looking at it, I was only in that class with other Asians and Hispanic people,
Right.
and I was just like, where are the white kids? Like, I think it just brings like a gap in between what kind of friends you make and stuff.
Definitely. When I was in high school, I always felt like I had to have the nicest things and everything so that people wouldn't know that my income was so low. I felt like I had to have what everybody else had, because if not, like people would know. They would be like, oh yeah, she comes from a low income family and everything like that. I also noticed that most people had like SAT tutors and stuff like that, and I couldn't afford an SAT tutor, so I was going to my teachers and everything, and I had to work twice as hard to pass the SAT. So
for me, it was this one experience that made me just feel so bad. So I had these pair of shoes, and it was 8th grade, and like I wore these Skechers or something, and then everybody was making fun of me. I was like, oh my gosh, why? Like, I was so depressed. I was getting bullied because of my
the
shoes.
light up Skechers?
Yeah. Okay, in 8th grade, yeah. And like, everybody was like, why do you have those shoes? Like, I'm like, what do you mean? They're just shoes. And then they were like, oh, you need to get the new Jordans and stuff. So I bought like 6 pairs just to fit in. And then everybody's like, oh, she's rich, she has money. But the thing is, I had to ask my parents. I was like, my parents, they care about how I feel. So they were like, okay, we can buy you these shoes. So I had to like just fake my life for like 8th grade to 9th grade.
I went to Howard High School, which is majority white, and it's just, there's really not a lot of minorities, like Asians and Hispanics. There wasn't any like club I could get into that like I would feel like a part of.
Yeah, that's so true. For me, it was my school or Roosevelt, which Roosevelt is like, I had to take a test to actually go there, and there's a big difference between 2 schools. So my school is majority black, but in Roosevelt is like majority white. So this school has everything. Like everybody wants to be in the school. Their lacrosse team, their soccer team, everything is just great. They have so much opportunities. And I'm just like, why does this school have more stuff than we do? Like, it's like the same area. So like, how come all the minorities go to my school, and then all the white people go to this school.
It's
Something
segregation.
Segregation. Yeah.
It's probably less expensive to live in that school district
Mm-hmm.
and everything because of the representation of the schools.
And the majority of white people that live there just pay for those programs to be in
That's
those
true.
schools.
Because they have a lot of programs.
Minorities, if they had the money to do so, they would do the same
Yeah.
thing. Put more money towards their education.
But the area that my school was located was a really nice area. It was like the McDonough area. McDonough was down the street from us, and that was like the really elite school. And no one from the area, like Randallstown area, actually went to Randallstown. They all went to McDonough and everything like that. In the city, it's just horrible. The education school system is shot. It's bad. You're not going anywhere. And the little kids were sniffing baking soda in the back of the classroom because they was like, it can give you the same effects as cocaine. Even though my school was like all black, we had a very big ASA population and very strong ASA population. I can't pass as African. Like, people don't like be like, oh, you're African, what's up, you my homegirl now. Nah, they not like that. They like, oh, you American, get away. So black Americans, like, it's the worst thing ever to be a black American at my school. If you were African, that was the only way you could get good grades. Teachers treated you better and everything like that. The Africans treat the black people so bad. They will like out front have that like explicit bias and say, oh, we're better than you, we're from the motherland and everything like that. Our parents tell us that we're better than you and everything, and we're rich. Like, most of the Africans were pretty affluent at my school and everything. They didn't really, like, they were just treated better by the teachers. They were expected to be better by the teachers. When we was over the summer at AAP, they kept telling us, they was like, you're not gonna see any black people on campus, and they kept telling us that. And I was just like, yeah, I guess so. As soon as the fall semester started, it was like a big shock. It was like, wow, you really don't see any black people. I feel like at University of Maryland, like, race is the first thing that's on my mind all the time.
To be honest.
This image basically shows that college enrollment is favored by a specific race. And this image shows that basically areas with high poverty and high minority rates get more inexperienced teachers. And this shows that states that have high minority ratings in their schools get a lot less funding than those who don't have a lot of minorities.
Things that we could probably do to fix it is probably more funding.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely more funding for minority students. So more scholarships directed towards minority students.
I feel like programs just in general, like right now AAP is like a big help. Just like funded programs, because like we need help. We don't really know what's going on. We're first generation.
This is all
Definitely being first generation. We need help filling out college applications.
Right. It's very
FAFSA.
We don't really have those like connections inside universities, so that's why I think AAP, academic achievement programs here at University of Maryland, that specialize in giving minorities from low-income families like an equal opportunity. So I
we
think
had opportunity.
it really helped us, and they
really did.
They like gave us so much workload. Like
yes,
when I tell
the workload.
And we still have to do this program.
And for your freshman year, you're giving tutoring, like aid for your classes.
So that helps a lot.
That helps a lot.
Yeah.
And
we also have like
they also help us with
assignments,
like FAFSA and stuff.
Yeah,
we needed.
So basically the video just kind of ended there, and I have to apologize about that, but I just wanted you guys to know that we wanted to show you guys our experiences coming from a low-income household and being a minority here at the University of Maryland. And we also wanted to show how relevant it is to today as the poverty line in our country is increasing. That also leaves the younger generation to have a lot less opportunities than probably what we have now. Thanks for watching.